Hello to the people of the world. This is another vlog that I'm doing because I haven't been given an update on me or a video update on me in a while. But yeah, basically a lot of things have in the past. Well, we're in March now. Yeah, so a lot of things in the past 5 months, obviously changed drastically. Um, Moved back home to Orlando. Uh, Living back with my folks and my grandma to do full-time esports for a bit, full-time streaming, and to also pursue a coding boot camp where I'm studying programming at UCF and doing all that. It's been going really great so far. I'm definitely enjoying this new balance of life. I was getting a little nervous at first because I realized that, without a set schedule, without a routine, you can kind of get sort of lost in your own organization, if that makes sense. The lack of having things to do makes it seem like you have too much of nothing to do. I know it seems kind of weird, but I'm the kind of person where I always feel like I need to be occupied, need to be doing things. It gives me motivation and drive and stuff. And in terms of how that relates to my playing ability, how it's going, I came back home after the job thing, after I quit, and I broke my finger in December, and then my finger, in the process of healing, I attended some tournaments like Genesis, I placed top 4, but lackluster from my own standards. And then now my finger's fully healed. I feel like both Armada and I improved drastically since October, for instance. And so now I feel like it's an arms race, but it's a really cool one. But I feel like as of right now, I feel like I'm approaching a new peak in skill. I'm gonna find out if I'm right or not when I go to Full Bloom, and I'm actually leaving to Full Bloom in 2 hours as of recording this video. And I just want to see. I just want to see how I do. I want to see if I can sort of bring back to form the same, level of confidence and the same level of good mindset, just good melee overall that I had in the spring of 2016, and of course the summer following right after that. I noticed that whole series of tournaments of wins began with a one tournament win. It was a regional, I believe, that I won, and then after that, I started going on a streak. So last year it wasn't regional. I think it was Battle of the Five Gods, and then it led me to win some other things. But momentum definitely carries from event to event. And so because I won frame perfect last weekend over Mewtwo King pretty solidly, I feel like I have a good shot going into this. So I have to play against Mango, Leffen. They're playing against each other. I think SFAT's there, Swedish, Axe, Westballs. So a lot of really good talent is going to be there. I think Shroom and SJ as well. So it'll be good. It'll be a lot of fun. Even if I don't win, it'll be a great learning experience, moving forward. But I'm feeling really good. Feeling that Liquid is giving me a lot of support right now. And Lewis and I are doing the work that we have to do to make sure I stay on, in good shape, so to speak. But yeah. Other than that, there's a lot of tournaments coming up, a lot of events on the calendar that are popping up, invitationals here and there, which I'm sure you're going to hear about later. I'm sure they're going to get announced later for you guys. But in terms of the big ones, obviously, Full Bloom this weekend. There's I'm drawing a blank. I think Smash and Splash in the summer. Obviously Evo. The Dream Hacks, of course, are going to be big, and all the other events that are coming up as well. So it's a great time to play Melee. I will say one thing though that I am a little concerned about. I am a little concerned about the way TOs are allocating funds and money. I think that it's a great time to be a player because the TOs right now are putting a lot of work and a lot of money into the scene, into their events, but they're not always meeting returns on their investments. They're not always profiting from events. And it's something that I spoke with Blur and they said and some other when I was at Frame Perfect too, is that TOs need to really, I understand that everyone wants to help with the scene. That's a great thing. But sometimes you can do so without taking huge financial risks, maybe you're flying out too many people at some point. Flying out people is good, but not if it makes you go in the green. The most important thing is that tournaments keep happening, that everyone benefits. The spectators benefit from a good show, The players go and have a good time. The top players go and compete and they have a good top 8, and the TOs return a profit so they can host another event. It's kind of how it keeps going. So it has to be tournaments, and tournament scheduling has to be something that everyone benefits from, not just top players, not just people who are wanting to spectate, not just stream. It has to benefit everyone. But I think over time, especially ever since 2013, every year we're improving a little more. We're experimenting a little bit more, and obviously with experimentation, you're gonna have some events that fail, some events that do just amazing out of nowhere. We saw, not out of nowhere, but Smash Summit raising like what, 120 grand in terms of all the money that was put into that event. So sometimes it's actually just batshit crazy to imagine that Melee is pulling this kind of numbers. But it's baby steps. It's a work in progress, and I gotta give props to all the teams, all the sponsorships that are putting in just so much work as of lately in terms of making sure their players are well kept, making sure the players have what they need, and little by little give more players the opportunity to, at least for the time being, to play Smash for a living. It's a really nice thing, and it's a very blessed time to be a Smasher, I think. So yeah, that was basically it. Oh, and I had one more thought. There's a lot of controversy right now happening with the Smashbox / Hacksbox, all that sort of thing, control modifications. I'm not a man to put my own opinion into there, but I will say facts, and these are the only facts. One fact: macros are complete bullshit. But luckily everyone agrees on that, so macros shouldn't be allowed. And B, of course, allowing either box or the Smashbox opens up a wide variety of any kind of control modification, as long as the, I think, one input, one output rule is met, which that isn't a macro, that's legal, but opens up things like perfect pivoting, opens up things like automatic shield drops, alongside some other things. So should it be legal? I think we can give it a try. I'm not gonna say which box I would use, because I'm not gonna use a box, or which box should be used. Hell, I think that Hacks and Gravy should just have a what's it called, a salty sweet. A Falcon Ditto, Hacks versus Gravy, play on their boxes against each other. Whoever wins, that's the one. That's the box that we're using. We're doing that. No. But I think it's a lot of discussions are worth having. I haven't personally used. I've only used Gravy's Smashbox, and I liked it. I haven't used Hacks's yet, but the point of the box was to allow Melee to be played by people who have problem with their hands, with their fingers, with their muscles. That's what we should be focusing on, allowing more people to play the game, rather than, I guess, tearing each other down maybe on which one's better. The point is, if one's allowed, the other should be allowed too. Making profit off the boxes, selling them, that's a different story, and I'm in no place to speak on that. I focus on the good, and the good is that more people who have problems with their, whether it's tendons or muscles in their hands, can now probably still play Melee, especially with very high intensive characters like Fox, and I guess in some cases Falcon. But so I believe that is it. Civil War is this weekend, which is going to be fucking hype, and I can't wait to watch it. So I made a fantasy bracket. Y'all should too, and I should return to streaming next week. Aroni. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get some Chipotle, go to the airport, probably play some Switch. And by the way, you can actually connect the Switch to either a Mac or a PC with Bluetooth, the Joy-Cons, and play games in them. Pretty sick. All right, later, y'all.